we're back to Mayoi Hell Part 2, and it looks like a familiar face has shown up to greet us. What will happen? What will Dio say to us, and will we approach him? Find out now. Of course,
No.
you guys know what to do. Open up your own copy of the episode and take it all the time. There's going to be a rekeep Saturday, and I'm going to start the episode in 3, 2, 1, play.
I don't think he's actually saying words to that part anymore.
I don't think so either. He's just now.
Has he not moved an inch since he died? He's just sat there.
He died
Waiting.
there and stayed there, yeah.
Maybe he lost his legs in the process of death.
Maybe he never had legs to begin with.
We saw him stand up though.
It's an illusion.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's what my Hachikuji was talking about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Araragi minus vampire equals.
Pervert.
Oh, recalculating.
Yeah.
Imagine existing to die. Couldn't be me.
That's what I figured.
He is married to his work.
Damn.
If your job told you to die for the sake of the job, would you?
I mean, depends on how much it pays.
Oh my god, Kiwi.
I don't know why you are so surprised.
But it does you no good if you're dead.
It does my family though.
Oh, truly selfless. I didn't expect it.
Oh, I should also mention, I guess now, that if you go back to watch Hachikuji's arc in Bake, there's actually a shot, I believe, of Araragi sitting down and stacking stones, exactly like what Hachikuji's doing in the OP here. Just a cool little foreshadowing all the way back.
I don't know what that means, but
yeah. Like, I mean, I don't remember if they explained this, but essentially what Hachikuji has to do is stack rocks at the rivers of hell in order to be reborn again or something like that. I don't think it's like fading death.
The individual known as me.
So yeah, he had been dead a while.
He's just a chuny.
I mean, I think we all know that.
Interesting.
I put my all into that work, man.
No.
Plainly explain.
The scene reminds me of Death Parade, the ED.
Yeah.
This is just Goro from My Dress Up Darling going down the wrong path.
I don't get it.
He makes dolls.
So, yeah, like, essentially, this guy achieved immortality by dying.
Genius.
Big brain. Nobody else thought of this. Your local doctors don't want you to know this one secret.
The Airlig brother should have learned from him. Oh. Oh, did I say their name correct? I don't remember. Oh, he's really good at sculpting. That's so cool.
I mean, yeah, he's certainly very skilled to create living dolls.
That looks
He
like.
is the
Imagine
one-
he has the skill to make living dolls, but all the dolls are like horrible, like ugly, like amateur-looking dolls. But he
That
can
would
make
be-
them come to
that
life.
would- That would be
Yeah,
a beautiful horror story, though.
this guy made Chucky.
Chucky isn't that ugly looking.
You heard it
Seriously.
here first.
I would not call him ugly, I would call him scary.
The meme man.
Oh my gosh. If you you know how Oshinoko is my favorite star? If you go with Oshinomeme, it's my favorite meme. Oshi no meme.
He is the favorite meme man of everybody who ever watches this series, so accurate.
Oh, this mouth might sound really dumb, but I just noticed that, like, in Yotsugi's clothes, everything she wears is supposed to hide, like, the little folds of her being a doll. Like, her dress has puffy sleeves. She wears long knee socks.
Although she's different from these dolls because she's a doll made from a corpse. Whereas I'm pretty sure these dolls.
Joints on her before, but I can't say that confidently.
Okay, never mind that. I'm sorry. I guess I forgot about that.
Yeah, what was she called again? Sukumogami of someone's corpse, essentially. The thing that usually happens to like objects that are left unused for a long amount of time.
1,000 years usually.
It is the meme man.
Oh, CGI Crane. What he gonna do?
He's gonna wrap this up. And back to the present.
Oh damn, they're referencing the thread of hell as well.
Yeah, the spider's thread. Although there are some important differences here.
Wasn't that also a reference in Bishon Enchanted book?
I don't remember. Maybe. It is pretty
I don't
commonly
remember
referenced, though.
either.
The last time we saw it was in Dragon.
Oh, could be. I remember that we saw it somewhere else as well.
Most of us probably remember it from Erased.
Oh right, yeah. It was
never watched
erased.
Cameo appearance! Incredible. I mean, it's the only way.
I guess Gain sent him to hell just to talk to Taratsuru.
Yeah, and there's Dream Span.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I mention it at the end of or did I dream that?
I told you about it.
Oh, okay. I'm just mixing up memories then. Never mind then.
That yeah, there was another sword that one was to kill apparitions and the other was to revive them.
Mm-hmm. Gross.
The tail of a snake.
Nareko to rescue.
Just delaying it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nothing about this feels right.
How so?
It doesn't feel right. I don't have a reason. Just in my gut. I don't trust Guyan. I really don't.
When are we gonna get a monogatari fighting game?
You're right, that is top of the list of anime and manga that need a fighting game.
Hmm. All true.
Araraki is such a pervert.
Hey, whatever you need to do, man. It is Araragi. That's just inevitable.
From her what?
He says with a smile. Oh, what a tsundere.
Wow, what a wholesome conversation. Ironically. I've been thinking, I was thinking the whole reaction that it would be pretty cool if she was reincarnated as his baby.
Tadatsuru is... He's a character, that's for sure.
He's a cheerleader.
Ignition. Let's go.
What is this track? I love it. Yes. Yes, good Araragi. Hmm.
Okay, this feels weird. This feels weird. Weirdly, like, on the nose. I don't like this. This is not like Monogatari.
That's exactly how Tadatsu's last episode was too.
Whenever Tadatsu is there, you guys have this weird feeling like it's being directed weirdly.
I mean, do you disagree?
I've never heard anybody ever talk about it. So I can't say if I agree or disagree.
I'm sorry, Monogatari has never named a character like straight out like this, just told us the answer. Never ever. It's weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. Am I in denial? Maybe. I just...
Hey, we get best girl back, so I'm happy.
Yeah, and this goes back to like the spider's thread in that tale of how that guy whose thread snapped because he tried to kick off everybody else who was trying to cling onto the thread as well. But in Araragi's case, he was able to come back up because he didn't think he was worthy, and he brought Hajikuji back up as well. Because that's just the kind of person that he is.
Mm-hmm.
Both the good and bad of that personality trait of his, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's why she is in the ending with Shinobu and Araragi.
Oh, she's pissed.
I mean, there was never any reason to use it. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Her boobs seem smaller. You're light, Zero.
She doesn't have the movie budget, okay? I mean, he does love young girls, yes.
Oh, she has both sorts.
What? Out of hell into an even deeper hell. The exam room. There we go.
I feel weird.
I mean, put it into words. You can't just say it feels weird. What exactly are you guys thinking is happening here? Because this is interesting.
Everything is going exactly as Guyan wants, and I don't trust Guyan. That's what I'm thinking.
You don't trust Guyan despite Ogi being confirmed as the one to
not
to
even
order.
a little bit.
So you trust Ogi more?
No.
Both of them are
you
too
trust nobody.
sus. Both of them are
Just
too
because
sus to be
one is bad
trusted.
doesn't mean the other is good. It's never worked that way.
Yeah, Monogatari has never been black and white like this. Ever. And we
If anything,
even
it's the opposite.
Yeah, you even commented about how, like, you guys were even drilling me about how Monogatari cannot be black and white and how nothing is black and white at the start of the series. So I don't like either. Both of them are super sus and untrustworthy, and it's weird. It feels really weird about how everything is going.
Like, I like Monogatari because all of its characters have their own agenda, and it's not necessarily based in, oh, this is a good thing, this is evil. Like, Araragi is trying to do good, but a lot of the time he's not really helping out. And, like, somebody might be trying to seemingly do something bad, but it turns out that he's Giga Chad Kaiki, and he actually saved the day, you know?
Has Gun ever told us what she's working towards?
I guess there have been instances where we kind of know what she wants to achieve. Like that one time where she was in a call with Kaiki and she said to leave it alone, because while the situation with Nadeko wasn't ideal, the fact that at least there's a god now is a good thing, so just leave it.
That's literally all we know, is that she wanted a god in the shrine. There's a god in the shrine now, so what her current objective is, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't trust either. I think since we don't even know what Gain wants, I trust her even less now. It's alright, I dislike her, I just trust her even less. I was trying to be like open-minded about it, but no. Because it feels like this is the type of situation where Ogi just literally gaslights Araragi when they were there together, and Gain is just literally gaslighting Araragi without actually gaslighting him. That's what it feels like, and I don't like it.
I will say that right now there is no god in the shrine, because Nadeko's situation turned out the way that it did. Therefore, it's just empty now, again. But what we do have now is Shinobu back at full power. We also brought Hajikuji back, which is apparently a fine play, in Gain's words. I cannot facilitate this discussion, like, at all. So, whatever context clues you guys picked up in the episode is completely up to you to discuss.
I mean, it goes back to what's the purpose of the god in the shrine, because that's clearly still her objective then, if there's no longer a god in the shrine. If it's Shinobu, like we assumed it was originally, then she's still at that plan. But why?
But at the same time, Ogi was the one that pushed Nadeko towards looking into the shrine. Gain was not even involved at all. Ogi was the one who
Yes, she was.
Nadeko.
She's the one who created the talisman and gave it to Araragi to use eventually. Ogi just pushed the wrong person.
In order to kind of screw up that plan. Because originally Gain would probably have used Shinobu, which is why she gave it to Araragi. Since, you know, we know that from Shinobu's backstory, she had acted as a god before, so like, who else would there be to fill in that role? And the reason why they would need a god in that shrine was to maintain the place, with it being an air spot where bad things gather. If there's nobody to manage it, then evil things will just kind of accumulate there, and, well, things like the first minion is gonna happen. And so in order to make sure that doesn't happen anymore, there has to be somebody there to manage it.
Why doesn't Gain appoint herself as the god of the shrine then?
Because she's not. She's a specialist. She can't fill that role, apparently.
That's kind of weird. I don't know.
And like it or not, like, yeah, she's all-knowing, but she's still human.
She's not all-knowing either.
Oh, well, I mean, she says that, but actually, no, I can't explain it further.
She's proved it on multiple occasions that she hasn't.
There are things that she doesn't know or doesn't expect.
But it was actually always a part of my plan also.
I mean, it is Gaia, you never know with her.
I don't know how bringing Hachikuchi back affects things.
It will summon back the black hole, or the black thingy.
Well, they just literally said it here. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It feels like I didn't get anything out of the episode then. And I was actually actively watching it.
Yeah, no, Araragi asked if that would trigger the darkness, and they said no.
But why?
Why
would it not trigger the darkness?
Because she's not an aberration anymore, like Araragi. I assume she's human again. If she was resurrected, they didn't say.
My lips are sealed.
I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, that's the only way I can see that it wouldn't trigger the darkness.
Either that, or she fulfills some sort of role. Because the reason why the darkness wasn't going after her in the first place was because she was fulfilling her role as the lost spirit and made people get lost. But once she lost that role and she was a lost spirit who helped people get places, then yeah, the world stepped in.
Okay. This will sound kind of weird, right? So, throughout Hell, Hachikuji was the guide for Araragi, right? She was the one guiding him towards the top so he can be resurrected.
Mhm.
What if Hachikuji is going to be like another guide in this world? Like for the dead. She will guide them towards the correct answer to be resurrected again. Or maybe a guide for young children that lost their lives really early on.
I mean, it's always possible that it could assign a new role to her, but I feel like it's more likely that she's just been brought back human, as that seems to follow the rules that we've set up better.
But then
who
how
knows?
would that be? How would that be a fine play within Gaian's grand plan? Like if Hachikuji got brought back, yeah.
In either direction, I don't know whether or not she has a new role or whether or not she is human. Hachikuchi's always kind of been there to push Araragi in the way he needs to go. So you can only assume that Hachikuchi will push Araragi in the way that Gaian wants him to go.
What is Ogi hoping to achieve? What is her ultimate goal?
End of the world.
No, I don't think so.
World domination.
I honestly feel like this is a battle of control. but literally, but also, I think both of them want to set up someone in power that they can manipulate and control in some way or another. And I think that's why I don't trust either of them. Because I feel like, both of them would achieve a supposedly the same goal of like creating something to control the flow of aberrations or whatever. I think in either way, you ultimately have one or the other in control of that power. In Gaian's case, it seems obvious that she wants Shinobu in that role. With Ogi, I don't know as much.
Yeah, I mean, Nanako certainly wasn't really somebody fitting of the role. It was more like a play to screw them over, and I guess to endanger Aragi's life. It seemed like a
foil to kind of stop it and restart something in a new direction.
Did Ogi tell? I don't remember. Did Ogi tell Nadeko that the talisman is in Araragi's hands? Was she the one that told her?
Ogi told her everything.
That's when we first had Ogi introduced, pretty much.
But Nanako forgot everything during her arc, and she didn't tell us until the end of her arc in Otori.
What if Ogi just wanted Nadeko to bring out the talisman, not actually consume it so that she can take it?
I don't think so. I don't see how that would have been possible. I feel like Nadeko was just meant to kind of be, not to stall things, but to kind of like stop Guy and kind of retake control while everyone is adjusting to Nadeko being there, right? Because both sides wanted her out, and then at that point you're basically have an even playing field as to who takes it after that.
I guess the last interesting thing that we can talk about is the meme man himself going out to meet Tadatsuru. Like a while back, before Tadatsuru even knew of all that was happening, he talked about what would potentially go down. And how do you think our meme man here knew what was going on? And what is he doing? What is he hoping to achieve in the background?
If we have two sides that I don't trust either of them, I feel like there's the potential that Oshino could come in as kind of that third foil, I guess, if you will. And I think Koyomi would be on that side. Not that he has a side, he's kind of just the pawn that everyone's playing with at the moment. But I feel like if we were to have a conclusion that is neither of them winning, it would be Meme who comes in and takes that spot. Because I feel like he's definitely doing something behind the scenes. We just aren't getting very many glimpses into what.
He is the middleman, after all.
He's also the one who ultimately set up the relationship between Shinobu and Araragi.
And basically all the other girls.
No, just the first couple.
Well, I mean, like, the rest were basically, like, family bonds. It was... it's his sisters, you know?
And Oikura, Oshino didn't do anything with her, did he?
Well, Oikura wasn't an apparition problem. Oikura
True.
was an Oikura problem.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, Shura. I miss her so much. No! I guess that's pretty much it for this episode. Well, some interesting theories here and there. Definitely some unique things that I never really heard anybody else talk about.
Here's my main thought, like without like any big predictions. I feel like the reason Tadatsuru episodes feel weird is because they go exactly according to plan, I guess.
Yeah,
We said that before. And I feel like for the conclusion of Monogatari, it's not going to be a cut and dry, it went according to plan. I feel like there's a twist somewhere. We just don't see it yet. And that's kind of what I'm waiting for, is to see what am I missing? What's going to subvert something? What's going to change? Because if we just have Guy win, that's not interesting. If we just have Oki win, that's weird, but not interesting. Something has to twist somewhere.
Well, I think that just makes Tadatsuru more attractive, you know? Whenever you're with him, everything just goes as planned. He's a really capable man. What
or
a
it
hunk.
feels like you're falling into the trap.
Yeah.
I guess is another way to define it.
Either way, you're going exactly where you're meant to go. Maybe.
The hell?
According to someone.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that discussion. And we'll catch you in the next one.